Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to RLCraft. So, since last episode, it hasn't been a ton of time. I have done a little bit of work outside the base, and I want to show you that real quick. The little bit that I've done, I did finish putting some decking out up here, and, and I did this. I'll show you this. I went ahead and dropped 5 shulker boxes in our Chupacabra. That's just kind of as, like, backup storage in the event that I do happen to fill up all my mounts, or I find just a large amount of items that I want to store at the same time or something like that. I can grab those out, dump them in there. It's unlikely that we'll ever use them, but they're there if we ever do need them, and you can see around here, I've just ran basically a line of cobblestone around. And this is basically where we're going to kind of wall off our base, and we're going to exist in between all of these. Oh, there's wargs. Okay, they should be beast treats. That is any kind of cooked beef. Okay, let's pop in. I have a whole lot of aspid meat, which should work. And let's head back out. And I just want one of these, I think. He wants more. He loves us now. Haha. Okay. I think you can actually tame lurkers if I recall, but alright, you stay defensive, follow. We'll say assist, follow. Okay, come with me. Come with me, warg. I have to go make some soul stones. That was what we were about to make, but I was showing off the stuff that we did, and what do you know? Soul stones are ender pearls and diamonds. Cool. Okay, I'm just gonna make a bunch of these. Actually, just do that. And these will stack up. Okay, there's 16 soul stones. And, yeah, so anyways, what I was saying is, like I said last episode, I don't think we'll end up using shulker boxes a lot because I want to make use of our pets a bit more. Let's go ahead, and there we go. There's our warg. And this guy, let me also grab some chests. I'm going to have to, like, mass produce saddles because I don't have many of them. But I think, yeah, we've got plenty of materials to make these, though. Okay, let me summon him back out. Let's drop a saddle, a chest, and we'll give it some iron pet armor, because that's what I've got. Plus, wargs actually, as you can see, wargs look really good with iron pet armor, because they kind of look almost grainy. And there we go. And, yeah, that's its special. So, it gets this, like, dash. If you hold it. Like, look at this. I'm just like flying around. Oh my gosh. Where are we going? My warg is a flying mount. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. I don't even know, like, the controls for that are just crazy weird. But as you can see, let me... Boom. I don't know. Come back here. Come back here. I think I've, like, bugged the world with that. Anyways, he gets a dash ability. I'm probably going to have to relog. Oh, wait. There's chickens. Okay, there we go. There we go. We're getting our world back now. Okay, I seem to just have corrupted this area or something. Anyways, the dash is normally like that, but for some reason I can hold it. It also does damage. So, for example... There we go. Yeah, I just hit all the cows with it. I don't know. This is really, really wonky, though. Also, the warg should have pretty good inventory space. We've got 10 slots on him. So, and I did discover the Cacodemon has 5. So he's not one of the ones that has... Oh, stop it. I just miss him. I don't like him being out. Anyways, so there's that. I also want to go ahead. I think I'm going to go to the Nether first, maybe. Because the Nether's going to have us a lot of, like, kind of mobs together, and we can kind of focus down making a few treats. And I think what I want to do for starters is I want to make imps. Afrits should be imps, right? Let's see. Yeah, Afrits are imps. Okay, I've got some chupacabra cooking up at the moment. I'm also going to need dragon treats. And we'll go ahead and make 20 of these, because throughout this episode I'm going to want to tame a few dragons. So we'll go ahead and make those. Let's see. I definitely want salamanders. I'm not as worried about gorgers. Those are beasts. Okay, well, I've got beast treats. I've got dragon treats. I've got some more treats upstairs, too. Let me go grab those. Okay, I've got some beast and avian treats. So we'll take those. Salamander's a beast. What about the gorgers? They are beasts. Okay. And I think the other ones that come to mind would be like the Pinky and the Astaroth, which we already have those. So we don't have to worry about those two. So I think this is going to cover the majority of everything that we're going to be taming, I believe. Or that we have a chance to find and tame. So let's head on down into the Nether. I want to do a bit of exploring. Actually, I need to grab my water before we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take all my canteens of water. Just to be on the safe side. Oh, and actually, between episodes, I did max out sprint speed. So, yay. And I finished farming up frost and mountain trolls. Because, you know, they were spawning in the same place. I went back there and just killed a bit more of them. I actually killed them with the looting weapon. And we've got all 3 troll armors. So, yay. Yay. And hopefully whenever we go to the Nether, it'll fix this weird spawning issue. Oh.
Shadow games.
Shadow games? Oh no.
In the dark.
Alright. Wraiths shouldn't be tameable. Those count as elementals. So, well, there's Gru, but not what I'm looking for. Okay, let's head on down then. And those guys are elementals as well, so we're not interested in those. These guys are from Shadow Games, though. Yeah, and them as well. There's Astaroths. I still wish Astaroths were tameable, though. They're not. But I sure do wish that they were. Because they're just so... They'd be so much fun to ride around. And if they could, like, shoot their, you know, tail blasts, that would be awesome. Alright. Not really seeing much. I don't know if it would be maybe better to just kind of hang out in one spot and run about. Okay, I popped over to the roguelike dungeon, and guess what? We have salamanders that have spawned down here. So, I'm going to go ahead, grab our beast treats. Once more, once more, once more, once more, once more. There we go. Alright. And let me pop it with a soul stone. I love these guys, by the way, and I'll show you why in just a moment. And I'm going to head back up, and I'm going to head back to the base. I should have brought a waystone with me, but I didn't. That's okay. Blah. You know, I still haven't made a hook shot, or a grappling hook. We're going to have to do that on our next equipment episode. We're going to have to make one. Not so much because it'll be useful, because it really won't at this point with a lot of flight and stuff like that. But I guess if I fall in the void, I can hook shot and get myself back up pretty easy. But I kind of want to show it to you guys because it's actually the same... it's the good grappling hook mod. You know, I talked about this earlier. Like in the first couple episodes we talked about it. But it's the good grappling hook mod. Like the good one. It's actually the same one that I've got in the pack that I've been working on. Or I've actually got 2 on there, but that's mainly because so that there's options and that there's somewhat more of a progression system. But anyways, anyways, that's beside the fact. But it's actually a really fun grappling hook system. So I'm going to have to show it to you guys. But I've got a hardcore run of this pack coming up, and so we'll definitely, probably, maybe make it on there. The only thing is, you can end up like killing yourself using it until you're like really comfortable with it. And I don't know that I'm necessarily at the point of being really comfortable with it, but we'll see. We shall see. Okay, let's go ahead and drop our salamander down. Let's give it a saddle and armor and a chest. There we go. Oh, and I need to purify this water. I almost forgot. I really don't think the Nether's a great place to farm this stuff, these mobs, to be honest. Because for some reason, the spawn rates... Well, the spawn rates for a lot of Lycanite stuff is like super low. Like super abysmal spawn rates. And the Nether is... I don't know. I haven't seen really any lobbers spawn in the Nether. I've seen them in the overworld, in dungeons, but never once in the Nether. So, I saw a dragon one time, but oh, and of course, I get a salamander, and then there's a salamander. Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and summon our salamander. And this guy, once we hit the lava... There we go. And actually, oh, there's a lobber, too. Interesting. Let's see, let's grab our beast treats. Get away from me, lobber. Oh, there he is. Alright. Oh, no! He killed himself. You fail at life. Okay, well, I see some Aphrites. I'm going to go after these guys. Salamanders, by the way, if you have a salamander, you are immune to lava damage. Now, of course, this, as you can tell, this does not include heat damage, unfortunately. So, it wants more. Well, he loves us now. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and dismiss him real quick. Now, those guys you cannot ride on, Aphrites. They're just basically just summon and let them do damage, which we don't really do that too much. I'm not as worried about those kind of pets, but I'm going to show them to you if I come across them like that. Okay, I'd like to find another Gorger. Well, I guess I don't necessarily have to have a Gorger. They're just kind of cool. Once again, you can't ride Gorgers. Unfortunately, it would be kind of cool if you could, but you can't. But unfortunately, I'm not really... seeing any more Gorgers, which is regrettable. Ha 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 ha! There we go. That's the dragon. Let's go ahead and grab our dragon treats. There we go. Easy as pie. Okay, and he is bound. Come in here. Let's dismiss you. And we have our Ignibus now. Now, the Ignibus, it's not going to be a mob that I really use a lot. Because as you saw, it's fairly large. And as you can see, the spirit cost is 10. So he is a little bit expensive to bring out. And, there we go. I'm really close to level 41. Let's see, I'm going to have to get some armor, actually, before I even bother summoning him, probably. Because I'd like to put some armor on him. I would like to see, though. I'm going to pop down here. If there's a Gorger, I'd like to get a Gorger, because then we pretty much have everything from the Nether, roughly, that I can think of, anyways. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, I don't want that garbage. Get it out of here. I really don't need that either, to be perfectly honest. Alright. Any Gorgers down here? Okay, I did hit level 41 again. So that prospecting is done. Awesome. And I'm just going to have to keep trying for a Gorger. I'm not having any luck getting them to spawn down in the lava. But we got the main mobs. I mean, the Gorger will just be kind of like luck, like spawn in, drop in the lava, see if any Gorgers spawned, leave the lava, come back up, maybe leave and come back in or something, you know, and try to get those to spawn. But it's just a damage pet. It's not a mount. So we can't ride it. I'm not as worried about it, to be perfectly honest. Okay, I went ahead and made some Aberration Treats. And we're going to go ahead and give him that, and that. Wow, he can only hold 5 items. What in the world? But anyways, we can now fly him. No fancy, I don't think... Yeah, we can't use the fancy third person, so he's really not a great mount, in all honesty, to use. But he can shoot fireballs, so it's going to be hard to see it, but he can shoot those. So, and set fire to the forest. Yeah. Honestly, truth be told, I'll probably never really summon him because he's just too big. I mean, he does do a lot of damage, but like I said, I probably won't really use him. I went ahead and armored him out just in case we do, but I doubt it. And then I also made the stuff. I'm trying to find a suitable place for this. And surprisingly, I don't have a lot of spaces. I could put it here. It's going to be really awkward sitting here. But a few of you guys brought up hammocks a few episodes ago. So we're going to go ahead and set ourselves up a hammock. And that way I can... it seems like I can't sleep in it. Maybe I'm not sure. But anyways, I'm going to look that up here in just a second. But it's starting to be nighttime right now anyways. So I'm going to head to the Madzerzer Mesa. Let's go ahead and summon our rock. And we're going to go out and find ourselves maybe some new flying mounts. Now, some useful flying mounts. And actually one of my favorite flying mounts is the Beholder. Which, I can't remember if that was one of the ones that spawned in the end. It doesn't really matter. I can find it here pretty easily. Also, the arthropod treats are any kind of sweets. So I can use sugar for that. Okay, I would like to get those, maybe. Just because I'd like to get Sudiramus. But those tend to be pretty common, so I'm gonna fly around. I'm gonna see if I can find maybe some beholders. Oh, here we go. I should be able to tame these with beast treats, I think. He loves us now. There's him. We're gonna say assist. I've got to go through and fix all them up. Honestly, generally having like dragon, avian, beast covers most of the things. There are some arachnids. Aberration I've got for basically just for whenever we find a beholder. I'd like to grab one of those because they're really good flying mounts. They're not overly large. They have good abilities. Probably not my favorite flying mount, but I would like to grab one just because they're really cool to look at. But I also want to fly around in the ocean for Quetzalcoatlus, or however you pronounce it. They're really good. Probably one of my favorites is the Morak. I'd like to find one of those today as well. They're generally going to spawn in the plains area, unless things are changed. Hey, there's Barghasts. He loves us now. Nope. He's bound to us. Cool. We got our Barghast. That's another, like, freebie. I'm surprised I actually have not seen a Morak this entire time. Like, the entire game so far. And normally you find them, I mean, not super common, but somewhat uncommon. Just flying around the plains areas. But now hippogriffs, if you need any of those, there's always millions of those things. There's one of those sunk air balloons. Oh, also like Roa, I would like to get those, and then the Nessie Threshers or whatever they're called. We could tame some of those, and I don't know. We probably won't get everything tamed today, but oh yeah. There is 10 green sea serpent scales. I'll take it. Hey, there's a dragon. There we go. I'm not even going to pick up all the bones and junk. There's a crab. Oh, death worm. IRA. Which I believe is capturable. I need to get the treats for the water creatures. There's another one of those. Which actually, it's blighted. Oh, there's one of the guys that make you sink. Okay, well let me go ahead and take like athletics. It's fine. Might as well start maxing that out next. Well, there's a desert temple here. I'm going to go ahead and check it out. Just see if we got any crafting runes. Diamond pet armor I will take. Yeah, we got 3. That's not too bad, actually. Okay, it should be sneak right click. Well, no, because that breaks it. You may not rest. There we go. There we go. Okay, so you can't be too close to it or it'll break it. You have to be like just the right distance, more or less. Yeah, it should be turning night now. Okay, so let's go back to the plains area. I need to look and see, like, Roa is aquatic. So, aquatic treats... Oops. Aquatic treats are basically any kind of cooked fish. So, silex meat, cephignus meat, ica meat, fish fillets. Okay. Oh, wow, there's a giant death worm. And it's one of the red ones, which tend to be a little bit less common. Oh, we got an egg, too. Ah. Yeah, giant death worm egg. Awesome. Hey, hey. There's 2 more of those. That's the tan one. There we go. I want to try to kill those on sight as well. Ah, there's another one. Try to kill these on sight. Build up a decent little stockpile of deathworm stuff so we can make the armors. Oh. And there, that looks like a small egg. Yeah, just a regular deathworm egg. Awesome. Okay, well, it's daytime again. Still no luck on much in the way of Lycanite's flying mobs. Yeah, let's see. Like that. If your Cacodemon hits something with its attack, and that's true if it's on, like if it's following you or anything like that, and it attacks something, it does explode. You can shoot it into the ground. As long as it misses, it's not going to explode. But as soon as it hits anything, it will explode. Hey, there's, I believe we can use avian treats on these, I think. Yep, it loves us now. Quill beasts, I'm not sure if they can be tamed or not. As just like, we can. Come here. Nope. So we got that one. We're just collecting all sorts of stuff. Though I'm still looking for the ones that I'm actually after at the moment. Okay, a siren finally got me. This is my first time so far on this pack. I've seen a couple siren islands, but at the time I avoided them. This siren's about to get a beat down, though. There we go. That was a little bit anticlimactic, but anyways, we did get some shiny scales, which is cool. We can use this to make our Tide Guardian. We're actually going to need a lot of these, so I need to start killing these anytime I spot them, because if I want all the different colors of Tide Guardian armor for the displays, I'm going to need quite a few of these. So, but that's fine. That's no biggie. I'm actually out looking for a number of mobs right now that actually relate to oceans. So, okay, there's some lurkers here. I don't know if I have enough treats. There we go. We got a lurker. And I'm out of beast treats now, so I'm completely out of those. That's fine. I think I've got, I don't think I have all the beasts, but I have the majority of the beasts, at least the ones that I'm after. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm basically, at this point, I'm mainly looking for a few dragons. I would take a few avians, like in particular, and I'd like to find my beholders as well this episode. Okay, I didn't have it recording. I had to pause, and the little image is already gone, but...
Sharknado! Jaws are coming for you!
We've got a Sharknado event going on. Basically just means we have Roa all over the place. And what they do is they fall down and try to pull you in. Is all it is. But if you're flying, they're kind of an obsolete threat, as you can see. Okay, I found a Raikou. Or two Raikous. I'd like to go ahead and use our avian treats. There we go. He loves us now. Okay, can you come here? Come here. Okay, I found a dragon's lair. There's a dragon. Ah. Come here. Ah. Okay, that's just a white one. I'm just going to take it for 6 ice dragon blood. That sounds good. Oh, you know what? I've got imp treats. Come here. There we go. I had a lag spike. And there's a, what is that, a Mog, I think? Those are tameable, but I don't have any beast treats on me, so I'm not going to worry about them at the moment. Okay, we got another ice dragon. And this one... Let's see... That's just a blue one, isn't it? I think so. Yeah, blue. I still need some blue scales, though, or some ice-based scales. For once the pack gets updated, but... So I'm going to grab those, because I've got a fair amount of... Actually, I've probably got enough ice dragon blood at this point. Hey, there's another one right here. We found, like, a great place to go dragon hunting. It's another white. Where's all the sapphires? I finally found a sapphire dragon. Come down here. Okay, this dragon wants to play rough, then we're going to play rough. Ah. There we go. Ah. There we go. No, I don't want that. I just want all the scales. We got 22 dragon scales. Okay, I finally found a Quetzalcoatl. There we go. Okay, so we tamed it. Cool. Oh, and it takes full spirit to summon that. But it's a really good mount, actually. Oh, and here's a big savanna. This would be a good place to hunt Moroks. Oh, and there's a Morok. It just flew on top of me. I didn't even see it. There we go. That's what I've been looking for pretty much this whole time. There we go. It's bound. Okay, I need to find... The last thing I want to capture this... I've got 3 soulstones left. We haven't done any aquatic stuff. The Quetzalcoatl, Dracula, whatever, they spawn in oceans, though. That's generally where you're going to find those, is around oceans. But the last thing that I want to find this episode is I would like to find a beholder. So we've got to go to like mountainy type areas for that, like at night. I've noticed that if your creatures die, sometimes they get locked in like summon form. Like even though you dismiss them, they're still locked in. And it's basically your spirit's tied up with them, but it says that they're not some. It's weird. So if that happens, I've just been restarting the pack. You could probably finagle it if you don't mind waiting, but I find that just restarting the pack is the quickest. It's only happened a couple times, but at the same time, it has happened a couple times, so just a heads up. Oh, there's a village. Cool. And I did kill some sea serpents. We got bronze and red, so there's that. I need to find... I didn't finish exploring that icy biome. I'll finish exploring it and see if we can find some ice dragons, maybe. There's one of those. I'm not that worried about it right this second, though. And for the last thing, I'm going to need Aberration Treats. So I've got these at the ready, and we are beholder hunting. I'm not sure. The worst thing is I can't really see the biome that we're in necessarily. But this one over here should be a mountainous biome. Or this should work. Beholders tend to be pretty easy to spot, of course, because they're like flying up in the air and they have tentacles everywhere. So usually they're not too bad. And this area is decently large for them. Okay, I found a beholder up here finally. It took a bit. I'm on the Morok right now, and I'll show you that. And once more, there we go. Wait, no. It's not tamed. There we go. Now it loves us. And there we go. It's now bound. Okay, so the beholder, there's that. And then our Morok is, it's going to be hard to see it up here. I put gold armor and a saddle and a chest and stuff on that. So if we land this guy, and that's actually the last mount I was really after, is the beholder. Would you stop spinning? Why do you guys spin? Oh, I think he was stuck on that pebble. There's our Morok, like sitting on the ground. You won't generally see these things on the ground until you have one tamed, to be honest. Like, they're generally flying about. There we go. Let's warp home real quick. But in addition, like, I got the Pterodon, which is a pretty solid mount. I don't really have the mount armor. I'm not going to craft any, because I'll find some exploring. But there's our Pterodon. And let's see, the Barghast. We'll go ahead and summon it. Drop a chest and a saddle on it as well. And that one gets the the crazy... it's supposed to be a dash, but it's, I don't know, it's like, it wants to be flight in this pack. We actually got this episode, I will say this episode took a while to get recorded. But we did get a lot of pets. The Ventoraptors are pretty good also, because these guys are pretty fast. And in addition, if we go up here and we hold like that, they kind of glide down, which is pretty cool. They do get the dash as well. A lot of the pets will get the dash, so you can do that. I mean, you gotta admit, that thing is pretty awesome. It's pretty cool. So, anyways, I think I'm going to end out this episode here. Next episode, I think we are going to start getting ready. We have some gearing up to do. And we are going to start getting ready for diving underwater and doing some exploration. Because Matt H, or Math, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, which way you want it pronounced. But Matt H brought up in the comments the vitamins are dropped by Elder Guardians. Actually, just commented because I'm recording this on Saturday. So I got a little bit behind, but that's because this took a while. I started recording this Friday morning and just now finishing. It actually took a while to get all the different mobs to spawn that I was looking for. And then I also had some real life stuff that I was kind of busy with. Like, to give you an idea, it's early autumn now, and I think last time we looked it was spring. So quite a bit of time has passed, but that's okay. We've got a fairly large inventory of pets and mounts, and we're going to get some more of them. I've still got to put chests on like the lurker and stuff as well. And I've still got 2 soul stones. We're going to actually get a few more pets. Is that a baby lurker? It seems like it spawned like a baby lurker inside of there, but I'm not sure. And a lot of these guys I can summon and have multiples of, and they have 5 slots. Oh, my Ifrit already did. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay updated with when new videos come out, and I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys then.